Just kind of casually, just back and forth, right? You can kind of glance at the camera and do all that, right? So we're good to go?
Okay.
All right, good deal. Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Sanan with Abundant Health Physical Medicine. I'm gonna start over actually, because they know I'm Dr. Sanan. It's on my website. Hey everybody, Dr. Sanan here with Abundant Health Physical Medicine, and I'm down in Orlando at the International Symposium of Clinical Neuroscience. And at this big, symposium here, they've got an awesome exhibitors hall. And I just so happen to run into the wonderful people here at Gladiator. And I thought, man, what better opportunity to sit down and talk with, the people who made this great technology available to learn more about it, right? But to also let you hear from the people who've created this, why it works, how it works, and just how it's so beneficial and what it's doing to literally revolutionize patient care, patient outcomes, improve lifestyles, throughout the world. So I'm here with Bill, right?
Yes.
Pleasure to meet you, sir. Right.
Pleasure to meet you.
I've been using the Gladiator now since, like February, right? And this is 2025. I first learned about Gladiator at a Carrick Institute conference. And once I was shown what it can do, I was immediately just floored. I was like, my patients need this. So I got in contact with you guys right away and just started ordering these things. And they have found their way into my protocols now to where just about every single patient that starts with us is getting some version of the Gladiator. And I utilize the mini blanket because I feel it's the most versatile to be used for different parts of the body, for different applications. So it's been a wonderful device. So now one of the challenges I run into though is kind of really explaining the science behind it, how it works, why it works, and all. And I was kind of hoping you could kind of just talk into that a little bit for me.
Yeah, be happy to.
Yeah.
We greatly appreciate the fact that you're incorporating our technology into your practice.
Yeah.
Part of the challenge with the technology is it's based in quantum physics, which is foreign to everybody, including most of the doctors.
Yeah, this is really the only person who knows about it, the father of quantum physics right here.
And the inventor of the technology was a NASA physicist and came up with the technology for a number of other applications, and it has an incredible effect on the human body because it uses frequencies, it uses vibration, intracellular vibration, which is completely different than what's in science known as translational or rotational vibration.
Okay.
Those two vibrations cause heat at the destination and could potentially cause cellular damage, where intracellular vibration is completely harmless. So that allows us to design devices that patients can wear 24/7,
Yeah.
which gives you a lot more efficacy. And essentially what happens when you have intracellular vibration is you're getting cellular respiration, cellular regeneration, stem cell migration,
That's huge.
and cell-to-cell signaling.
Yeah.
And those four things are the primary things that we look to when we're accelerating the healing process.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, again, stem cell migration, like that's getting a lot of press and notoriety. It's a big buzzword. And we know that stem cells, is like the future of medicine, right? Of getting people better. So now we have this device that is literally activating our own stem cells.
Exactly.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So talk a little bit about, I guess, like some of the use cases for this. Like I've got, I tweaked my knee, right? This is working out. This is what happens, right? So I'm utilizing the Gladiator wrap here to just get right on the tissue. And while I'm here at this conference, I can have this thing working, right? It's pretty great.
Well, and that's one of the things that's about the technology that's not intuitive is that you don't have to wear the technology always directly over the area you're trying to treat. Like I said earlier, we have a number of devices that are in the product line, including a belt which you wear on your abdomen, and that treats you globally because we'll have photon emissivity through your whole body when you're treating the abdomen. And the big benefit to that is that it's helping not just cardiovascularly, but it's helping with a lot of the immune functions as well. And then if you have other issues that are directly related to an appendage or a distal point, we treat that in conjunction with a global application.
Yeah, so you've got something on the stomach, right? basically what you're saying. And then if you had like a wound down on the leg,
Correct.
you can place another one of these devices over that wound, that area, whatever, what it may be.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
And it
again,
makes the effect is exponential. So
exponential.
you heal much faster.
Right.
Um,
So I use this again in a lot of my neuropathy protocols, right? Helping people who got lower extremity neuropathy, upper extremity neuropathy. Also my regenerative medicine patients who will get a stem cell injection or procedure. Could you maybe kind of talk a little bit about that, about how this, this technology aids in that sense?
um, well, most of it that we're seeing in the neuropathy area, and neuropathy, frankly, is quite new to us. There are doctors like you that have brought this to us. We haven't studied neuropathy ourselves, but the effect has definitely been in healing and opening up those communication channels
Yeah.
in the nerve pathways. And a lot of what we do is neurological. It doesn't seem intuitive either, but the brain-body connection is definitely a big part of this.
Yeah. And again, the way I utilize it, and one of the things that just really floored me was the presentation that Dr. Carrick put on in Atlanta, and just showing the before and afters of x-rays of, there was the horse hoof, right? And the
Absolutely.
angiogenesis that happened, literally the growth of new blood vessels where there were no blood vessels before. It was just amazing.
Yeah.
Seeing these skin cancer patients who had, these gigantic melanomas removed and healing within weeks, like nothing ever happened. And even like the gangrenous patient, right, who was losing losing limbs,
Yep.
stopped all of that. And it's just like again, when I saw this for myself, first of all, it's kind of hard to believe, right? Just sitting there, I haven't seen it for the first time. And all the doctors that I asked about that were using it in their clinics, I was like, hey, is this for real? And everybody said 100%. It works. And I thought, well, man, it's like I'm doing my patients a disservice by not offering this, by not recommending it, right?
Yeah. And one of the challenges we had at the very early stages was we weren't really allowed to market the product until we had clinical data to support it. And so we knew anecdotally that we were treating a lot of different things. We were able to treat a lot of different conditions. We've treated Crohn's and colitis very effectively. Most inflammatory things we do very well with. And for 100 years, far infrared has done that. But it wasn't until this technology was invented that it took far infrared to a whole new level.
Whole new level.
And the intensity and volume of emissivity that we put out changes the whole game in terms of being able to heal all these things. But we had to wait for the clinical data to be able to come out into the marketplace. So even though we've been studying for 7 years, we're only 2 years into marketing the product.
And that's huge, right? Because so many times, so many products are making the way they market without the clinical data to back it up. You guys have done it the other way, had the clinical data first, and now actually have the proof that, hey, this does do what it says it does, which people need to know about. You know what I mean? That's why I'm grateful to be able to have this opportunity to sit with you and talk with you. So people can hear for themselves, like, hey, like this is what's happening with this device. So when you get something like this from me in the office, there's a reason for it, and it's going to stimulate healing. And the more you use it, right, the better it works. I mean, like you said, you can wear this thing 24/7,
Absolutely.
right? And the mini blanket that so many of you people now have from me, sleep with the thing, right? Just put it over your stomach and sleep with it on, right?
Absolutely.
And you can use it on different parts of your body, and it's just, not only should you be using individually yourself, but share with the family, right? Share with the family and anybody else who can benefit from it. So,
Well, we all know that our body's trying to heal itself all the time
All the time.
anyway. And by utilizing the blanket, you're just accelerating that process.
yeah.
And it's helping your body come back to homeostasis.
Yeah. Now, because also the other research, right, that you're seeing with this is in Parkinson's?
Parkinson's disease, we're almost done with an Alzheimer's study.
Alzheimer's,
We're
you
halfway
guys.
through an end-stage heart failure study, and we're just starting a dry eye study.
Dry ice thing. Wow,
Yeah.
that's huge, right? And when you can combine this modality with other effective modalities, you're getting that stacking effect,
Correct.
right? So it's just helping the whole thing work better. There's no silver bullet, there's no magic pill. I absolutely know this, but when you put together a very, comprehensive protocol, the benefits just exponentially increase from everything, like a rising tide, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, cool.
Exactly.
Well, Bill, It's been a pleasure talking with you. Is there anything else that you wanted to share about Gladiator, about your technology that, if you could just if you could say, one or two things to somebody, like what would it be?
Well, I think one of the other things that people get confused about is they go on our site and they can't buy the product on our site. And there's a good reason for that. We only sell our product, dispense our product through physicians like Dr. Gottman. And there's a good reason for that. And that is if you looked at us online and you saw the price of the product and you saw the explanation, you wouldn't understand how it would work or how to utilize it or what to use it for. So we go through medical professionals that do an excellent job of explaining and diagnosing where and how to use our product effectively. And so it's been a really great partnership.
Yeah, amen. Good deal. Well, thanks, Bill.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
absolutely. Yep.
Appreciate it.
You guys, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, want to reach out to me at the office, just shoot us a message through Facebook or Instagram, right? Give the office a call, and we'll do our best to help you out. So you guys take care. Cool. Nailed it, man.
Awesome.
Yeah, easy, right?
Yeah.
And if
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And if you want, I can send you the